everybody asks this every once in a while, but here's the deal. Where the hell is Mike at? Come on, Mike. Where you at, bro? Let's go. Looks like it's me and OJT right now. But Taylor Swift isn't here. I'm just saying, okay? She's in Kansas City. Eating some barbecue. And cheering on her man. That's right. Love it. All right. Hey, I've been talking to you about this promo on PointsBet. And by the way, Tony, if any of your guys know are in states that they can bet this, they're not in PointsBet. New users bet $300 in 30 days, get $300 worth of free bets. Heck of a deal. Link is below in the description. Use the code Bob300 or Mike300. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Justin Credible is here. What's up? Stephen Batts is here. What's up, my friend? Tony's here with me. And we're just waiting on Mike. But you know what? We'll start the show without him. Monday Night Football. Yeah. That's why you like Monday nights so much.
Oh, yeah, and we've got two of them tonight.
What is up with the NFL? You know, this year, first game week of the season, no double Monday night games. And now we get 2 weeks in a row. I'm thinking this is ending after this, correct?
Yeah, it's ending after this, but the weirdest part, I think, is that they're staggering them only an hour after each other. Instead of giving us an East Coast at 7 and a West Coast at 10 or something like that.
Right. Yeah, I know. That's weird.
Eastern time. So the great thing is if you have YouTube TV on their multi-view, they actually you can play both games at the same time. But other than that, I guess they want you to go to a bar or something to be able to watch both games at the same time.
I guess so. That makes sense. Hey, look who made it, Tony. My goodness. Tony said,
yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. I hate to start the show off sour, but I got off the phone with a good buddy of mine, and he was in an accident today.
Oh,
and yeah.
Is he all right?
Yeah, he's okay. Unfortunately, there was a casualty, so
oh goodness. Oh, that's
yeah,
terrible.
yeah. Prayers to him and all involved, you know, and man, I hate to start off the show like that, but
no kidding.
That's why I'm late. I apologize.
Gotcha. Well, that's totally understandable. Thoughts on Astros money line tonight?
I don't think I can trust Houston right now, man. I mean, they've played themselves out of that division, potentially out of the playoff picture all of a sudden, haven't they? I mean, they're barely hanging on with Seattle right on their tails. I thought Houston was well on their way to win that division. You got Castillo and Verlander on the mound. Boy, I got to tell you, I do somewhat lean towards Seattle tonight. Maybe that's just my initial thought.
Tony and
I think the under. I think the under is the best play on that game because Seattle just got crushed by Texas this past weekend as well. So neither team's coming in playing very well, and with both aces on the mound, I think the under is the best bet in that game.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. But, I mean, again, it's a slight lean, I would say, Seattle for me. But, you know, I mean, I think it comes down to who do we trust, Houston or Seattle? And you probably would say Houston just because of their experience, right? They know this is a big game. So, if you did lock in Houston money line, I think you could ride that out. I'm not betting Seattle. I wouldn't recommend betting Seattle. But, yeah, two teams struggling right now. Bob, I think you froze up.
We got a frozen Bob.
Now he's back. Frozen Bob. Yeah, so tonight, couple of Monday night football games, as we know. Tony, what are your thoughts on having two Monday night football games here back-to-back weeks?
Yeah, we just mentioned it briefly right as you were popping in, but I'd rather have them staggered out a bit farther out. I think I'd rather have an East Coast and a West Coast game, so we can watch them at the same time.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
I'd rather have one. I'd rather have one game. I think it's way more special, just to have one prime time Sunday night game, one Monday night game, one Thursday night game. I think if they start making it 2 on Thursday, 2 on Sunday night, 2 on Monday night, that would just get a little crazy. So
Yeah.
I think let's just stick with the one night game each night.
Yeah, Justin, you're right. We'll go back to the one game, but and ironically, usually it was the first game of the regular season they would do the back-to-backs on, or the 2 Monday night games on. This year they didn't do it. They did it week 2 and week 3. I don't really care for it. I'm with you. I'd rather just have one Monday night game and roll with that.
Exactly. By the way, let's talk about yesterday a little bit. The Miami Dolphins, only the third team in NFL history to score 70 points in a game, guys. The Miami Dolphins are for real. They're not kidding around. They're for real. And Tua could be, I mean, right now he's got to be the lead guy for the MVP, isn't he?
Yeah, that was easily the best offensive game that I've ever seen from a team in the NFL in my life. I mean, they had 10 touchdowns, and then I think 5 of them were over 50 yards and in less than 3 plays or something like that. So I think we talked about this last week. Their speed is just unreal, but their offense and the way Mike McDaniel is calling plays and the plays aren't even that advanced. It's just all the smoke screens and all the motions that he throws in before the play that confuse all the defenders. And yeah, I mean, it looked like an FBS against an FCS school. I mean, if you looked at the box score, it looked like a women's college basketball score. I mean, it's just unreal seeing a 70-20 on an NFL game.
You had 5 touchdowns from the running backs. Insane.
Yeah.
That was actually the 4th 70-plus point game. The 1940 Bears scored 73 in the NFL championship game. The 1966 Washington team scored 72, and in the 1950 Rams, that would be with Crazy Legs Elroy Hirsch, scored 70.
You were front row for that game, weren't you, Bob?
I was 1 year old. Okay, come on.
Front row watching Crazy Legs.
I was born. I said, man, those legs are crazy.
Let's point out, that rookie running back, Miami, Chan, I think is how you pronounce that.
Is that right?
I think it's a Chan.
Yeah,
I don't think
said
it's
A-Chan. Wanted to be called A-Chan.
A-Chan. Yeah.
A-Chan. Okay.
What a freaking game by him. And then Mostert pitches in 82 on the ground and 3 touchdowns rushing, and then a receiving touchdown, 60 yards receiving. So you got to look at that. No Jalen Waddle, and they utilize those 2 running backs. I mean, Miami's got weapons everywhere right now.
The third running back had 66 yards. It's almost like Zonka, Kick, and Morris, man. You guys wouldn't know that. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, but that's the way the Dolphins rolled back in the day. Okay? 3 running back rotation, and one of them a Hall of Famer, Larry Zonka. It's
what incredible. Do we like for the Monday night game? We'll get
into that. We got a parlay going.
Yeah, seems like the Bengals Rams could be very close. Probably, Justin, Dolphins should be tested for roids, every one of them. Man, no kidding.
I think a couple other big storylines from yesterday were the Cowboys going down to the Cardinals, the Ravens going down to the Colts,
yes.
the Jaguars going down to the Texans. Yeah. I mean, those are all three upsets that were over a touchdown favorite. And the Cowboys, I think the Cardinals were plus 500 on the money line. So some crazy upsets if you had survivor picks yesterday, if you were in a survivor pool.
And let's not forget, the Jaguars were going to, pretty well run away with that division. But Right now, Indianapolis is now on top. The Colts are on top. And what's his name? Zach Moss. Heck of a game.
Yeah.
He is he's a tough player. All right, let's get to a parlay, and let's see what we can come up with. It can be anytime touchdown scores, whatever. Are you guys taking football? What are you doing?
Can we do 2 picks in the same game or no?
No. Only if we're doing a same game parlay. We're gonna do a regular parlay.
3 different games. Okay,
yes.
Perfect.
Are you guys both doing NFL?
I gotta play in each NFL game or a baseball play. So you guys can go first. Either way is fine with me.
Well, I'm gonna go first then. I'm gonna take. We already talked about it. Tony and I are on this. Astros and Mariners under 7.5 tonight. Verlander and Castillo on the mound. I expect this to be playoff baseball. So there you go. Under 7.5. That's added to the bet slip. One of you guys go.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, let's jump over here into the NHL and let's get us a plus odds play here late at night. And let's go with the Vegas Golden Knights on the money line tonight over Colorado, Bob.
Preseason hockey.
Hockey. Look at him. Oh my goodness.
Let's go.
Yeah, I like Vegas to get the job done here tonight against Colorado and getting plus 100. We will roll with it.
Okay, that came out of nowhere. I was not expecting that. I'm guessing, Tony, you're going to go to the NFL where they're playing regular season.
I guess, but I actually hit on the Kings in the Australia Cup series last weekend as well in preseason hockey. So I'm right there with you, Mike. I'm trying out here. But what was that comment Justin had on the Rams-Bengals game again? What was his pick?
He said he thinks it'll be a close game.
Okay, yeah. I've got definitely a close game, but my favorite play in that game is the under. So let's go there, especially if Joe Burrow is out of that game. But even if Joe Burrow's in that game, I mean, with his leg, they haven't shown us that they can put up many points at all. So I like the under at 45.5. That's a great number. He's
in, guys. Joe is playing tonight.
It hasn't been announced yet.
Not official, but all indications were that he was going to play. Now, Mike, you throwing that Vegas Golden Knights play in there is really going to make it difficult for me. Thank you. I appreciate it, buddy. Not all these books.
Problem, Bob. No problem at all.
Not all these books. Not all of them.
NHL. I'm jumping into some preseason hockey. May as well. I'm going with the defending Stanley Cup champs. I know they lost their first preseason game, but I think they will. They'll get the job done tonight and have some of their bigger names in the lineup tonight. And I always like the way Vegas is matched up with Colorado anyway.
Okay, well, right now, a couple of books don't even have preseason hockey available.
Oh, darn them. Darn.
You're not gonna make me deposit.
Oh, you're wanting another pick? Is that what you're getting at?
I'm gonna tell you here in just a second. Let me look.
Come to an end tonight. I'm predicting it will.
I'm not sure. I think the way that he's played in the first couple games of the season, I'm not sure if anyone's figured out how to stop him yet. I mean, he has the most receptions for a player in his first 2 career games. So I like the Rams to keep it close and maybe even cover the spread tonight. So I don't see Puka Nacua mania slowing down anytime soon, to be honest with you.
No, probably not. Probably not. And then that first game, I really think Philadelphia does take care of business. They have they're well rested now after that Thursday night game that they got by Minnesota. And I know that I realized that the Buccaneers played Minnesota too, and neither one of them really stomped Minnesota. Philadelphia won by 6, Tampa Bay won by 3. But again, Philadelphia hasn't quite played their best football yet, and here they are 2-0. They're going to get rolling eventually. I like this week to be the week they get it going on prime time, in prime time against Tampa Bay, a team that is feeling really good right now. I think Philadelphia brings it tonight and starts to get back on track a little bit. I expect,
the line's at 5. Go ahead.
I expect big nights from Brown and Smith tonight.
Yeah, the line's at 5.5, which surprised me a bit. They're giving a little bit of respect to the Bucks. I think I like it more at around 7.5 for the Bucks to cover. I think the Eagles could win by about 6 or 7 here tonight. But I mean, the Bucks have surprised me the first 2 weeks of the season. So hey, it could also be around a field goal game as well. So maybe that 5.5 is right there in the middle.
Right. Well, we look with that Tampa Bay. They've played Chicago and Minnesota. Not enough for me to buy in for them in terms, do I think they got a shot at winning that division? Well, absolutely they do. I mean, that division's up for grabs. We know that regardless. But in terms of beating or hanging with Philadelphia, just not sure so long as Philadelphia starts to play better football. They have not, they had that scare with New England. They didn't play great against Minnesota. But again, it's early. Now they're rested up. I think they're aware of that. This is where they can start getting in the swing of things. And especially considering Dallas losing, if you're Philadelphia, you're thinking we gotta take it up a notch here and get a game lead on them. We know Dallas is going to be missing Trayvon Diggs for the year. So Philadelphia's got to look at this as an opportunity to build a lead in that division.
Okay, Mike, you're gonna have to change your pick. There's not enough books with preseason hockey, dude. I'm sorry.
I guess I should have looked at that, but that's okay. We can look at this Padres Giants game. That's the one I'm gonna look at. With Snell and Webb on the mound. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go one. I like the Rangers on the run line. I like the Rangers on the run line. This is a good with the Mariners and Astros playing each other tonight. The Rangers are going to get the job done well, and I expect them to continue to build. And either way, they're either building a lead on Houston tonight or helping themselves for if Houston does catch them to stay ahead in the wild card. So I'll go with the Rangers.
All right, you got it. That's what I wanted to hear.
Good.
That's what I wanted to hear.
You heard what you wanted to hear, though.
Okay, Tony on the under 45.5. Mike on the Rangers run line. I'm on the under with the Astros. There we go. Now we got it. Thank you, Mike, for changing that. Very much appreciated. Very much.
Yeah. I thought about the under in that Giants Padres game, but honestly, I'm not sure if I trust an under. I know Snell's on the mound, but Giants pretty well. Do you like the under still?
Yeah, I do. I do in that game, but I do like the Rangers run line as well.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go with the team that has. I mean, I guess the Giants still have something to play for, but I don't feel like the Giants are making the playoffs. I think they're done.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
Their pitching's kind of given up on them as well towards the end of the year.
Yeah, big time.
Giants are done.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, they're done. They're done.
Hey, here's our guy right here. We're just talking about him. Over 6.5 receptions at plus 110 on Fliff, guys.
Puka Mania doesn't slow down tonight.
No, I think Puka gets the job done. Over 6.5 receptions. You got it evenly priced or favored on every book. For some reason, Fliff's offering minus 160 on the under and giving us plus 110 on the over. I mean, we got to roll with that. That's tremendous value there. Let's go hit that on Flip for sure.
Great value there. 7% edge.
Yeah, getting plus odds on our guy Puka to tear it up tonight. Joe Burrow, assuming he is in the lineup, I'm going to guess he probably is playing tonight. Yeah. Under 252.5 passing yards at minus 115. I got to be honest, I actually like this.
Yep, I do too.
I think
he hasn't been throwing it well at all this year.
No. And even if Cincinnati wins, it's like you said, we're on the under. I don't think you're going to see a whole lot of action out of Cincinnati.
No, I could easily see this around a 20-17 sort of game tonight, something like that, 23-20.
Yeah.
He is actually on Price Picks under 258.5.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
That's a great number then, 262.5.
Yeah, definitely.
Mike Evans. See about that. Goddard over 39.5 receiving yards. I mean, could roll with this. I think I could roll with this. I think he can get in the action a little bit. I do like Smith and Brown to do something tonight, though. But we'll go light on that. Go lock that one in. And I think that'll do it. You send me that, Bob?
Yep, it's sent. Yes,
Good
sir.
deal.
I'm on the ball here, man. All right, I'm going to go to the optimizer here while you're setting that up, $25.
Let's give some money away.
Yeah, let's try to do that for a change. All right. So I already took the Burrow under 258.5. Jamar Chase and Puka under 151.5 combination receiving yards.
I don't know about that.
I'm taking it. I'm taking it, boys. I'm
Okay.
just going with it. And then I'll do CSGO and League of Legends. That'll do it for me. Those are my two NFL plays. By the way, folks, if you want to do this, you can actually, if you didn't want, I'm sorry, I should go to League. You know, sometimes they'll have plays for next week, which I already had this Tony Pollard play. If you don't want NFL to show up and you're in like tomorrow, just click it off, hit apply, and it'll be gone. There will be no NFL plays there at all. Just want to throw that at you, something that you might think about doing. Also, I want to point out one other thing, guys. I did a couple of live streams over the weekend and did it with the sportsbook screen, and I'm telling you right now, it was great. Although, Mike, I got to tell you, I'm going to blame you for two of my losses yesterday.
Okay. And
you know
they
why?
are? Why?
They were on the Falcons, and I got the Falcons with plus numbers, and you said the Falcons were going to win.
I did not win.
You did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
When?
When we were trying to do that same game parlay, you're like,
No. All right. No, time out. My turn to speak. Don't interrupt. My turn. All right. The day before, listen, here's what I said. Don't interrupt. The day before, your same game parlay you wanted me to go with was a Nerfy in the Tigers A's game and the Tigers money line, Detroit Tigers, right? That didn't come through. And for Sunday, you said that what you wanted to go with was St. Brown for a touchdown and the Lions money line. I said, man, I don't want to go to a Detroit team again. We just got screwed by them in baseball. I don't know if I trust Detroit right now. I could see that game, being close or something. I want to find something else. I did not say they were going to win. But here's the thing. Had I went with it, I would have lost because there was no touchdown by your guy. So,
but you lost either way.
So don't blame me. No, don't blame me for your loss.
That's all right. I was on the Falcons yesterday.
I mean, again, I thought that it could go either way. I didn't know if I wanted to take that chance. It wasn't because I thought the Falcons would win. I thought they could win. They didn't, and your boy didn't score a touchdown, Bob. So
you're
simple as that, bro.
You're very funny. You're very funny. That was great, Mike. Good job. Good recovery there. What I was going to say, the sportsbook screen, which has been so great, I used it on Saturday and got FSU plus points 3 different times. I made 3 different bets and all 3 won. Is it ever fun using the sportsbook screen and watching that screen move and seeing it's pretty close to real time. I think we're a second and a half to 2 seconds off right now. It's really, really close. But if you don't have the sportsbook screen, $79 a month. You know what? Email me, bob@oddsjam.com or mike@oddsjam.com. And Justin is glad we're under on the Bengals. He's playing against Stafford, Puka, and Mixon in fantasy tonight.
There you go.
Mixon's going to have to step it up.
That's why he wants Puka to have a bad game.
That is why Justin wants no Puka mania tonight.
Now we understand. Yes, so good show, guys. Eagles and Bengals tonight winning?
I think so. I think Bengals.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Rams win that game.
I wouldn't either. I really wouldn't.
But I'm asking.
I've got to say Cincinnati's got to get. I mean, I think
my picks are the Bucks and the Rams to both cover the spread. Those are my official picks. Plus 5.5 and plus 2.5.
I'm asking you who's winning the games.
Eagles and Rams.
Okay. All right. Now
I don't think Burrow's going to play. And if he does, I don't think he's going to play well at all.
Okay. I don't know where you're getting your information on him, whether he's going to play. It's been all over. He's playing tonight. He's considered questionable. Anytime you're questionable, you usually play. He's going to play. And you know what? I'll tell you what I predict. Jamar Chase with a touchdown tonight. How's that? Give me an anytime touchdown.
He's on my fantasy team. I'll take that.
All right. Give me an anytime touchdown score, Tony.
I'll take it. Oh, anytime touchdown score. Sorry. Puka Nacua for the Rams.
All right. Mike?
Does it have to be in that game or just in general? Either game?
Tonight. In general. Tonight, yeah.
Let's jump over to the Eagles-Bucks game, and let's go with A.J. Brown.
All right. Yes, he is expected to play, Tony. He's expected to play.
I mean, barring setback. I mean,
yeah. If you've watched him play the last 2 weeks, you'd be on the Rams tonight as well.
I've watched him, dude. The Bengals are too good of a team to fall to 0-3. I totally believe that, and I think
we're going to find out.
I think the Cronkies early in the season, they're going to finish in last place.
Like I said, official pick is Rams plus 2.5.
All right. You know what? Maybe we'll make a side bet,
I wouldn't be side betting on the Bengals right now, man. I wouldn't be wanting to put any money on them.
Bungle in the jungle. Bungles in the jungle. Yeah. See you, folks.